Alright, so going off of our previous tutorial about how overwriting a method is bad, it's finally time to cover aliasing. Now, aliasing is a keyword, and it's also something that's used a lot by pretty much every scripter out there. So this is something you need to watch out for. Alright, so we'll just start here with alias, because that's the keyword, and it turns blue, obviously. Now all you have to do for alias here is type in the name and then the name of the method you're aliasing. Alright, so I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna call this alias thingy. Because, yeah, why not? Underscore. Alias underscore thingy. And the method I'm aliasing is initialize. So I'm aliasing this. And what alias does is, it finds the most recent method of that name and then masks it. So what that means is it basically does this. It looks for initialize. See, this one hasn't been created yet because this one is below this. Okay? So what it does is it's going to copy this, it's going to come up here, it's going to look for all the recent classes of this, and since this one is the most recent, alright, this is definitionalized here. And what you're saying to the computer right now is, I want you to rename this with this. So it's going to come up here and it's going to go bang. And that's all it does. It just renames that method, so to speak. Okay? But don't really do that. Okay? So alias will do it for you. That's how you rename other methods. So if I had another script here called my class and I went up and I decided to alias that as alias thingy, it will rename that. Alright? Then in here, since you've just renamed it, you can go alias thingy number, because I've renamed this, so it's going to go alias thingy number because this takes a argument. Alright, and it still applies here. So we play it and we should get, actually I'll go Mr. Box underscore P here, just one, because I don't know what else to say. One hi. Alright, simple as that. And that's what alias will do for when you call it. See, so whatever you want to call your alias here, then the method you're aliasing. Now, I'll just get rid of this. No, actually I'll keep that. Alias thingy, and now I'll go up here to this other one, and I'll go alias alias thingy 2, because I can't think of anything else to say. Initialize. And then in here we will go alias thingy. Now, since you're not actually using the number in this one, it's not being assigned to anything, there's really no point for it, so just get rid of it. Then that way, now that you got rid of that one up here, you don't need to pass any argument for this. Alright, get rid of that. Now, I have done something a little bit clever here, and I have made a huge class thingy. So it's going to start a conversation because of my aliases. So it's going to come down here and it's going to, like I said, it's going to do the most recent one. So the most recent one from here is, go down, hey friend, and the most recent one from that one is how are you, and then I am good, and it goes on and on. And because it's the most recent initialize method. Alright? Oh, whoopsies. Nope. Alias thingy here, alias thingy there. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Alias thingy 2. Okay, now we're running. Play. Hi. Hey friend. How are you? I'm good, how are you? Not too bad myself, I just learned some scripting the other day. Okay. And the conversation was over. Alright, so as you can see from the alias thing I just did there, and I can name this now, so conversation. Hey friend, hi, how are you? I'm good, not too bad myself. Okay, and then the conversation was over. And I have an alias here above it, and it's not doing anything. So the conversation should actually continue. So, where you put the alias is actually important. So I could play this now. Hi, hey friend, how are you? All that. Okay, then the conversation was over. But it's not. And where you put it's important, because it runs just like a method. So, nope, put it there. Now we'll play it again. Hi, hey friend, how are you? I am good, how are you? Not too bad myself. I just learned some scripting the other day. Okay. I see you don't care. Oh, no, actually I do. K for coolies. Such a K friend. And the conversation was over. And that was much better. So, where you put it's important. And you should keep that in mind in case you want to alias default scripts, because you might want to have your code run after theirs, so that way you can correct anything that they've done. Or maybe you want yours to run before theirs, so you put yours afterwards, like so here. Okay, so that's all you need to do for aliasing. You just have to keep in mind of any arguments you might have to pass in. So I don't have to pass in any arguments for this one because this one doesn't require any. But if I was to put number here, then this would need to have an argument now. So number. Alright. So we no longer need any of this because we are finally moving on to some default scripts. And the first one I wanted to do was scene. I wanted to change the default BGM that plays in scene title. So when you play it, this music that runs right now, it's kind of annoying me sometimes. So I thought we could change it without having to go into the database here. And we can do that by coming into scene title, because this is where it's being run. And this is the method that's doing it. So this is quite straightforward about what it's doing. It's creating the background, creating the foreground, which is your picture 2. Creates the command window, which is that window that has new game, continue and quit, and then play title music. So we have two options to do here. Either we can alias the start method, or we can go to play title music, which is down here, and that plays the BGM. So I'm going to do both. First I'm going to grab this, just copy paste it, come down here, put it there. I've got scene title now, so I'll go end, back to it, back to play title music, yeah. Give me. Copy it here, put it there. Oh bugger. Okay, I'll get rid of this, I don't need that yet. So I think I'll just override it for this one. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go RPG Bgm.new, as we've learnt before, and I want to do, how about scene 2? Scene 2, 100, 100. Dot play, and then we'll play it. Suddenly our music changed. Alright, but that's overriding a method. So who's to say no other scripter in the entire world who wants to have a script is going to use this method? And because you've overwritten it, that means their code won't run. Okay, well, to be honest, if another scripter does put code in here, it's kind of not really something you should be doing, because this is probably not going to be aliased ever. But, you know, if they do, you should probably start aliasing methods. And to do so, that means you don't overwrite this. Instead, you go back to scene title. You grab this code here, the default one, and you paste it here. Now you alias it. So, I'm going to show you my way of aliasing methods, and that's to go dp3, my username, underscore whatever I'm going to call this script. So I'm just going to call it change title music underscore the class that I'm aliasing, which is scene title, underscore the method, which is start. And then I just do underscore, and I basically slam my palm against the keyboard to get random numbers. Okay, that's all I got. Now go across the method you're aliasing and start, which is what that is. So I'm aliasing start method with this. Now grab it, put it there. It's a method. And now I can do my other thing, which is bgm.new town 3 100 100 dot play. Play it. There you go. So I've aliased the method, and it's not going to overwrite any other person's script at all. It should work just fine with theirs, and that's exactly how we want it. Alright, now aliasing is something that's used by a lot of people, so you have to write aliases that are unique to you. So for one thing, I have here my name, which is dp3. Now I don't know of any other scripters out there called dp3, so I'm already protected against a lot of other people that way. but just for the sake of it, in case I have to protect my aliases against myself, because I don't know, I have a lot of scripts out there. Maybe I might overwrite another one of my scripts with an alias somehow, and I don't really want to do that. So, aliasing DP3, my name. The name of the script I'm writing, which I haven't written yet, but it's going to be change title music. Then scene title, because scene title here. Start. Method name. And then that, because I basically slam my palm against the thing. In case I ever write this ever again, I won't always get the same number. Alright, so that's what I've got. And I got change title music here. Now I'm going to show you what some other scripters do. So I've written here scripter, alias name, and original method. So we have Pac-Man here. What he does is Pac, his name obviously, battle debug, because that's what he called his script here. Battle debug, same as me. And then update, the method he updated, which is update basic. Then you have Logan Forrest. He's another scripter in RMRK, and he does this. He puts a colon in front of his alias names and the methods, because when I asked him why, he told me he only does it basically because it changes the color. That's really the only reason why he does it. So I can do the same for Pac-Man script here. I can just put a colon in front of it. It changes color and it looks just fine. But putting a colon in front of a method, you can only put a colon in front of a method name, because if you put it in front of a variable or anything else, it won't work. So colons only work for method names. Just keep that in mind. Alright. Now modern algebra, he does his name, same as everyone else. Modern algebra, and then his script name, which is individual strikes when dual wielding. So individual strikes dual wielding. The method name, which is apply items, and then same thing as me, he slams his palm against the keyboard. Alright, when it comes to Galv on rmvxa.net, he does his name, same as everyone else. Favor, which is his script name, kind of cut in half. Create all windows, which is create all windows here. Okay? So you have to get into a comfortable way of writing aliases. So my way and everyone else's way is to put your name at the start of your alias. So DP3 for me, or Angel for you, or whatever. So name, and then put in the script you're writing here, or the method name, or do it any way you want. Just find a way that suits you and stick with it for the rest of your scripting career. Alright, so I tend to do name, then script name, then class name, then method name, then slam palm, bang the keyboard. And then that's how I write my alias methods, and they get quite long sometimes. So you can find one that's simple for you and it's pretty unique to you. So if I was to search up any of my aliases here, if I was to go into Google and search this up, I'd only find ones unique to me. I wouldn't find anyone else's scripts with this name in it. And that's how you want your scripts to be. You don't want anyone else in the entire world of scripters to be able to have the same alias name as you. So make it very unique, okay? And now that you know how to alias things, our next tutorial is going to be a script. Look forward to it.